Weight of cement block. A weighted cement block is a common term for a concrete masonry unit. They are wall blocks, made from cast concrete, for use in masonry walls. The cement blocks are relatively thin, long, rectangular blocks that are used in load-bearing walls or partitions. They are used to build houses, concrete slabs, pedestrian walkways, patios, etc. Cement is a very important material for building. It comes in different forms, with the most common being the block of concrete. The weight of a cement block depends on the form of concrete it is made up of. A concrete cube weighs about 22 pounds, 10 kilograms, while an upright cube weighing about 60 pounds, 27 kilograms. What is cement block? A concrete block is a piece of concrete masonry which has been formed by cutting the pieces from a large piece of cast-in-place concrete. This cut or block forms an integral part of the wall and can be used to create any shape desired, even in areas where the shape of the wall cannot be easily determined. The walls are formed by cutting away the top, bottom and sides until only a single block remains. Cement blocks are usually used in place of concrete masonry units, CMU, to create new buildings or replace existing ones that have deteriorated due to weathering. Cement blocks are used to create new buildings, replace old ones and strengthen existing structures. They can be placed vertically or horizontally in any desired shape without altering the structural integrity of the wall. They are constructed by casting concrete into molds, which then cut away the excess material to form a solid wall. Cement blocks are made from concrete cast in place, but they also come in precast forms that have been formed by pouring the concrete into a mold and then removing it to reveal the finished product. These products can be installed in minutes rather than days or weeks for cast-in-place concrete. Precast blocks are made from high-quality cement that has been combined with additives to form a strong, durable material. The amount of time it takes for the cast block to cure depends on the weather and temperature. It can take up to 2 weeks in cold climates and up to a month in warm climates. Cement blocks are typically made from a mix of Portland cement, lime and fine aggregate, sand. Cement blocks can be used to create structures ranging from fences and retaining walls to fireplaces and ornamental objects. These blocks come in many shapes and sizes, but they are usually rectangular or square in shape. The type of concrete used for cement blocks is dependent on the intended use. What is the weight of a cement block? The weight of the concrete used in the making of cement blocks depends on the type and amount of additives used, as well as on whether it is cast or precast. A good rule of thumb is that a standard 4-inch thick concrete block weighs approximately 30 pounds. How much does a cement block weigh for a cubic meter? For a cubic meter of cement block, the weight depends on the size and thickness. The heavier blocks are generally larger in size, with a standard 4-inch thick block weighing approximately 30 pounds per cubic foot. The density of concrete is measured by its specific gravity, Sg. The Sg can be determined by a number of methods, but the most common is with a hydrometer. A hydrometer is a small glass jar filled with water and floating on top of the concrete sample to be tested. The Sg of the water in the glass jar provides an indication of how dense or light the concrete is. What are the typical dimensions of a cement block? The standard 4-inch thick blocks have a length of 4 feet and width of 2 feet, while the 3/4-inch thick blocks have a length of 3 feet and width of 1 foot. The maximum dimensions for the 4-inch thick blocks are 8 feet long and 4 feet wide, while the 3/4-inch thick blocks can be as large as 12 inches in length and 6 inches in width. How many concrete blocks fit into a cubic meter? A standard 4-inch thick block weighs approximately 30 pounds per cubic foot. A standard 8-foot long, 4-inch thick block weighs approximately 740 pounds per cubic foot. What is the minimum thickness of a concrete block? The minimum thickness for cement blocks is 3/4 inches. However, it is often easier to have an experienced contractor do the concrete block work for you, and that way you can be sure that they will use blocks of a certain thickness. What is the application of cement block? Cement block is used in the construction of foundations, walkways, patios and decks. It can also be used to construct walls that are 8 feet tall and 10 feet wide. Cement blocks are commonly used for driveway pavers, retaining walls, steps and porches. What does concrete block consist of? Concrete blocks are made from concrete, sand and gravel. The amount of each ingredient is different depending on the type of concrete block you purchase. For example, for standard 4-inch thick blocks, the minimum cement content is 1 part by weight to 3 parts by volume of sand. The minimum gravel content is 1 part by weight to 3 parts by volume of cement.